$10,000 a month. Would you say no? I certainly wouldn't. The question is, how do you get there? The endless noise on the internet, everyone pulling you in a different direction. Well, it's time to finally uncover the smartest path to 10K using print on demand in 2025. This is the same path I teach my community members, and it's how so many of them have surpassed $10,000. I'm going to break it down for you, all the way down, so you can literally picture what it's going to take for you to get there. How many sales you're going to need to make, what you're going to need to charge. I'm going to make the path clear as day for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you need to do next. Let's break the business model down. Then we're going to get to the numbers so that you can see what's actually possible for you to make. Building a brand utilizing Shopify and Facebook ads using the fulfillment method of print on demand. That's the goal here. We're going to be building an e-commerce store on the Shopify platform. Don't worry, it's not difficult or expensive. We're then going to add a ton of t-shirt designs, and finally we're going to market them with Facebook ads, email marketing, and Google ads. That's this business model in a nutshell. But now let's get to the numbers to see what it really takes to hit $10,000 a month, and if that's even achievable. Well, on average, you'll get around a 20% profit margin. It's not the best, but profit is profit. And that's based on a t-shirt selling for $29.99 to $33.33, depending on the size. Now, I know that sounds very expensive, but those price points have been heavily tested and they convert really well. So, with a 20% margin, it means in order to make $10,000 in profit a month, we would need to make $50,000 in revenue. Now that is a big number. Achievable? Yes. Hard? Hell yes. Bear in mind, 10K profit a month is 120K profit per year. That's a brilliant income, and most people I speak to would be happy with 3 to 4K profit a month. So ask yourself, what do you want? Now, in order to make $50,000 in revenue a month, we would need to sell around 1,666 t-shirts a month, or 55 t-shirts a day. Now, don't get me wrong, 55 sales a day is a lot, but if we look at the average order per customer, well, it's around 1.8, meaning we would only need 30 customers a day to buy from our store. If our store is operating at a 3% conversion rate, which, to be honest, I would consider to be achievable, but not easy. We would need 1,000 people to come to our website every single day in order to hit those sales. And if our CPC, which is our cost per link click, was around 55 cents, which is the goal, it would cost us around $550 in ad spend on Facebook to get those customers to come to our website. And we would make revenue of just over $1,600. Now, I know this might all sound too technical and irrelevant, but I find looking at businesses like this fascinating because it really gives me a clear picture of what goals to make and what to expect and, well, honestly, what's realistic. Even though that we've discussed that the profit margin is around 20%, I'll tell you about some of the expenses to be prepared for so that there are no surprises. Shopify will cost you every single month. Currently, it's $1 a month for the first 3 months. It's like a sign-up thing. Then it will go up to about $39 a month. But I'd recommend actually going for the yearly and saving 25%. Do this when you start getting sales because you know you've got yourself a legitimate business. Printify won't cost you anything unless you sign up to Premium, which I recommend doing after you pass 14 sales a month, as it starts paying for itself. And of course, if you want some tools like Midjourney, Mystic AI, Creative Fabrica, or even Kittle, it would cost you about $50 a month. And if you wanted a one-off design tool with no monthly expense, just one-off cost, I would recommend Affinity Designer 2, which can cost $30 to $50 depending on the sale at the time or the discount that you find. We actually have a killer discount in our community for Affinity Designer 2. Now, there will be some miscellaneous expenses here and there, like buying some designs or buying some mock-ups. Nothing that should really scare you. The reason it's hard to list them is because they're so unique, they're so random, everyone is different. I like buying a lot of my designs, so I can spend quite a bit of money there. You might be different. Finally, you have Facebook ads, and that will be a big ongoing cost. And at the start, it's unlikely that you will make money. There will be a testing period where you gather data, you find winning designs and winning mock-ups before you eventually scale up to the 20% margin that we spoke about earlier. Now, very importantly, take this part slow. Don't rush in and spend a ton of money on ads. Spend a very small amount, maybe $50 to $100 over a weekend to gather some data and act based on that data. Please don't go and throw $500 or $1,000 into ads. That's what the money side of things looks like. Now here's the overview picture of the actual path to get there. What steps do you need to take? Well, let's go. Step 1, find and validate a niche. Typically a hobby of some sort: golf, fishing, running, outdoors, dogs, cats. The list is quite long. Step 2, start researching designs using platforms like Amazon, Etsy, Google, TeePublic, or Redbubble. And if you want to pay, you could use some sort of research software like Allura or Listing View or Pretty Much. There's so many. Step 3, start creating your designs. 100 designs is a good start for your store, and I recommend selling t-shirts. I've made a ton of videos why, so I'm not going to go over it again, but it is the best product. Step 4, create your brand and your website. Step 5, sync your products from Printify. If that's who you choose to use as your printing partner, sync it over to Shopify. Now, Printify is who we use, and we have for a very long time. I recommend them in any video talking about various printing partners, as I think they tick all the boxes, and I don't plan on changing anytime soon. Step 6, connect up Facebook ads and start advertising your collection of designs. Right, this sounds pretty simple when you look at it like that. Now, of course, it's not that simple, and that's not my intention. Like any business, it comes with its challenges. But good news for you, if you want to watch a much more detailed video going through the exact step-by-steps, and maybe you're not quite ready to plunge into my paid community, you can start with the free 8-hour course right here on YouTube. You don't have to pay a penny, you can watch the entire thing. What do you think? Could you dedicate enough time to this business and reach 10K a month in profit? Do you believe that this is possible? Seeing everyone else do it, do you want a piece of that pie? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you are ready to jump into the free or the paid community, the link is down below. There are so many benefits to both.